Spark Books here. Today, I'm going to explain the book, Brief, by Joseph McCormack. Take care, enjoy the book, and have a nice day. Brief, 2014, is a guide to having more impact and influence by saying less. These sparks show the reader the power of brevity in the information age, explain the barriers to being brief, and give helpful instructions on how to improve your communication while saving your own time and everybody else's. Key idea number 1. In today's noisy society, speak swiftly. Information and distractions bombard us daily. In today's fast-paced, information-driven society, individuals who can't get their point across swiftly are overlooked. Why is it so hard for us to get to the point? Of successful people don't like extensive explanations. Why is getting attention so hard? Because we can't process all the information. We have too much info to understand. Atlassian reports that professionals receive 304 emails every week. Additionally, Kleiner, Perkins, Caulfield and Bayer's annual Internet Trends survey indicated that consumers check their phones 150 times per day. That's 8 minutes of phone interruptions per worker. Modern distractions make it hard to process the rest of the information. Over the past 5 years, the average attention span has plummeted from 12 seconds to 8. Everyone expects faster. In this information deluge, you must immediately make your argument to keep your audience's attention. How? Using catchy titles. Present your results immediately instead of patiently building them. Headlines work because business people get annoyed with unclear speakers. Imagine 300 execs at a Wednesday night nonprofit event. The keynote speaker runs 30 minutes over and the room is half empty. Thus, slow communication can lose you people, money, respect, and reputation. Why is it so hard for us to get to the point? Of successful people don't like extensive explanations. Key idea number 2. Address unintentional brevity barriers. This will only take a minute, is often followed by a 30-minute speech. Why can't we keep our word? Being brief isn't simply hard because we appreciate hearing our own voices. Our subconscious confidence and comfort level cause the problem. Experts often become bogged down in details and over-explanations. What good is expertise without a clear explanation? Comfortable folks talk too much. We've all had the coffee break conversation that turns into a marathon when a coworker talks about his weekend plans. This wastes work time and makes you doubt your interest. Being comfortable makes us talk too much. Confusion and complication work similarly. People think aloud when they haven't structured their thoughts. Even though your head is racing, others will only hear garbled messages. Usually during brainstorming, your amazing ideas shouldn't go untapped because others can't understand. What about difficult concepts? Some think complex ideas can't be simplified. A customer asks why his package cannot be hastened. The consumer rejects you after you explain the shipping schedule's logistics. Explanations can lose customers' patience and trust. Thus, conciseness matters. Learn to be brief with these 4 methods. Key idea number 3. Brief mind maps simplify information. We all know how hard it is to listen to those who over-explain, under-prepare, and overcomplicate. Want to never put someone in that uncomfortable position again? Prepared presentations are clear, organized, and detailed. Address audience queries before your presentation. Can we expect extra costs? Unexpected risks? Just do it while delivering facts, like Nike. Say it swiftly, clearly, and finish. Brief mind maps, visual outlines that organize material around a topic, make presentation outlining easy. How they work. Background, reasons, information, ending, and expectations queries. Brief mind maps simplify communication. Draw one slowly. Start with a striking headline and a brief box. Example: the project is on time. Then describe your last conversation with the recipient. Last week we concluded the estimated expenditures were $30,000 and the schedule was 30 days, for instance. After updating everyone, explain why you're meeting and why the information is vital. Maybe plans changed and you need more resources to keep on schedule. Present your presentation's main points. By investing $5,000 we can finish the project 4 days early. Summarize your presentation and define the following steps on the timeline. If we raise funding, we can finish the project early. Address audience queries before your presentation. Can we expect extra costs? Unexpected risks? Just do it while delivering facts, like Nike. Say it swiftly, clearly, and finish. Key idea number 4. Pictures enhance your ideas. Remember the adage, a picture is worth 1,000 words? It's especially true for brevity. Clear and memorable graphics appeal to everyone and help people remember messages. Screens and interactive media have replaced text. According to research, 65% of people are visual learners and recall 80% of what they see. In comparison, we only remember 30% of what we read and 10% of what we hear. Picture communication, infographics, videos, graphs, charts, pictures, and animations are 6 times more effective than words. Al Neuharth, founder of USA Today, transformed journalism by capitalizing on new newspaper reading habits. He adapted his medium for a fast-paced world with shorter narrative and lots of images. Key idea number 5. Replace corporate speak with a tale. You can attempt organizing and presenting information briefly now that you know a few methods. Storytelling is essential before going on stage. A well-structured narrative gives your readers quick clarity and a personal connection. Narrative maps simplify storytelling. Narrative maps, like mind maps, center on a story. From the fundamental idea, you create a setup, problem, opportunity, approach, and payoff. Like the brief map, write down the central point and fill in each facet clockwise from 12 o'clock. Steve Jobs' iPhone 1 presentation is a superb story mapping example. Jobs' well-organized and clever story showed that current smartphones were neither smart nor user-friendly and that the iPhone would revolutionize its industry. Smartphones weren't intuitive enough in Jobs' narrative map. This challenge presented the chance to create a smarter, simpler phone. It was designed to make calls, surf the web, and play music. Finally, Apple's iPhone solved the problem. Jobs launched iPhones with a captivating story. Storytelling is easy to mess up. One is fairy taleizing business stories. Avoid fables, mythology, satire, and other esoteric genres while charting your story. Instead, copy Jobs and tell a simple tale about why, how, who, when, where, and what. Key idea number 6. Active listening turns monologues into balanced dialogues. Being brief doesn't kill conversations. A meaningful, regulated dialogue requires concise communication. You must be disciplined and talk about what matters to your discussion partner to do this. Active listening and careful, focused inquiries can help you understand people. Talk demonstrates. Talk, active listening, and converse, TALC, is a method for keeping talks on track by aligning your thoughts with those of your partner to steer the conversation in exciting ways. How? Start by listening. After they're done, answer with a clear point. Be attentive and interested as the other person talks. Avoid multitasking and listen for essential words, names, dates, and other facts to help you react creatively. Understanding your partner's mindset and values requires active listening. Use this method to build one discussion. Try bridging from your partner's topic with a comment or query. Respond briefly and know when to stop. Understanding your discussion partner's interests and responding is key to brevity. So a good conversation partner listens to reply, not just waits to speak. Instead of waiting for your turn, play tennis in talks. Key idea number 7. Respecting people's time shows brevity. Etiquette and good manners require briefness, not simply for the office. Respect. Being brief in meetings, presentations, and social media makes a tremendous impact that people will enjoy. Sharing terrible news rapidly reduces the anguish. Succinctness involves sharing only relevant information and avoiding criticism. If you're upset or angry, don't say anything. Be brief and pleasant at work and after. Meetings are time-consuming. The average CEO spends 60% of his time in meetings. Set time limits and designate moderators to keep meetings short. How? Google projects a meeting timer on their conference room wall. Start presentations with why. This establishes the topic and prioritizes queries. Don't wait, start strong. Remember social media. Visuals are 5 times more engaging than text, and 80-character postings work best. Small discourse also requires brevity. Casually saying whatever comes to mind is easy. Sharing too much might also hurt your reputation. Briefly announcing success will pique curiosity. Telling your boss your project is under budget is more impressive than listing every expense. Sharing terrible news rapidly reduces the anguish. Succinctness involves sharing only relevant information and avoiding criticism. If you're upset or angry, don't say anything. Be brief and pleasant at work and after. Effective communication requires brevity in today's distracted society. Understanding the subconscious elements that make us drag out explanations, practicing presentation planning tactics, and mastering storytelling will give your communication abilities direction and meaning. To view more content like this, subscribe. Don't forget to like and turn on notifications. The channel really benefits from it. I appreciate you being here.